We are finally here, the Nitro track video, where I get to predict 15 tracks I want to see in Mario Kart 9. Not 16 because the first track is right in your face, Mario Bros. Circuits. Without further ado, let's get to track number 2. Do you remember Baby Park from Mario Kart Double Dash? Wouldn't that be a no-brainer for Mario Kart 9? Well, guess what? I did not predict it.
Why? 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 Why, oh god fucking why?
Guess what else? I'm predicting a Nitro track based off of it. Big Baby Park. It's gonna be 14 laps and it's gonna be a little bit wider. That's the only difference, really. Wider because of 300cc and 224 racers, and 14 laps would be really crazy. Yoshi's Island in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was so good to the point where I think Nintendo should do more tracks like that, so let's get one based off of Donkey Kong Country. Make it just as good as Yoshi's Island's course, because this is also a Super Nintendo game, and honestly it's better than Yoshi's Island, so please give us a track like this. I know Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has that other track, but like, I want another one of those type of tracks. The first one was really good. And Donkey Kong Country is like my favorite Mario spin-off besides Mario Kart. Please give us this course. Make the coins bananas, make the jingles from the game, the jingles on the track, all the stuff you did in Yoshi's Island. Pauline's construction site. This track will be interesting because it's based off of the original Donkey Kong. Sorry for the 2 Donkey Kong tracks in a row. I came up with these ideas within minutes of each other. I think it would be pretty interesting if it was done right. Not much else to say. Let's move on. Yoshi's Spectacular Circus. This is gonna be like Mario 3D World circus levels. There's a few of them in the game, and I think all of them are pretty creative, and I think they can all be inspired to make like a big ass fun Mario Kart track. That's 3 sections. So yeah, Yoshi's Spectacular Circus. Why Yoshi? I don't know. I just don't have any other tracks for him. Do you remember that one level from Mario Galaxy 2 with Yoshi and the fruits? Well, I think they should do a track like that, where you can only see what's ahead of you as long as you keep collecting those fruits. And there was this orange things in the Mario Kart 9 teaser trailer, and I think they're gonna be like these gimmick things used in a few of these tracks. There's like gimmicks, like maybe the Donkey Kong track could use them for like something else. And this track could be used like the fruits in that one level. That's the only thing I can really think of that orange box thing being used for. These gimmicks in a few levels. Now, they're not gonna be in every track of the game, obviously, because retro tracks need to exist, but I definitely think that this could be what the gimmick is used for. Now, in Mario Bros. Circuit, I don't know what could be used for in that track, but we'll just wait and see. Dry Bowser Stadium. 3 sections, and you're getting chased by a boxer after escaping the cage in the cutscene of the track. You know, like those little previews that you always skip in Mario Kart, and online there's no cutscene at all. This track, if you get hit by the boxer chasing you, the race just ends in the position you're in. Though there's no way to get first place while getting hit by the boxer, so you can't cheese the level. Kamek's train station. 3 sections, where the final lap you race inside of a train, and at the end you reach your destination. Wow, that was actually a pretty interesting idea, me. Well, I think this could work pretty well. And this is another track where the orange box thing could be used in. That's probably how you get in the train at the end of the course. Toad City. A 3-section track where you race through an average civilian neighborhood, passing by people on bikes and cars, even crashing through houses, and getting chased by the police by the end. Wow, that was a freaking awesome sounding track. And badass at the same time. It's like Mario GTA. Shy Guy Town. This is gonna be a massive futuristic town where Shy Guys casually live their daily lives. Now this one's kind of a more futuristic version of the last course we went through, but instead of a neighborhood, it's the entire town, and it's probably gonna be like Futurama in a way. And I think this is actually a pretty interesting idea. Comet Observatory. Now this track is gonna be like a real Mario Galaxy course. Now, I think Rosalina's Comet Observatory is gonna be a really fun Mario Kart track, actually based off of Mario Galaxy, and not just some icy road with the Comet Observatory as one of the planets in the background. Now this is a real Mario Galaxy track. You can collect those orange boxes, travel through galaxies. It's probably going to be 5 laps, and it's probably going to be in the final cup of the game, with Rainbow Road and the other stuff. And honestly, they could use a similar gimmick like that for the Rainbow Road in this game. Daisy's Sarasa Land. This is going to be based off of Mario Land from the Game Boy. Now, I think a Sarasa Land track would honestly be really cool to see some more of, like, where Daisy comes from in the Mario series, because I don't think many people know about Mario Land these days. I mean, I didn't really know about it more recently when I beat the game in like 30 minutes. I mean, it's pretty short, But I think that this could be a really cool Mario Kart track. You drive around Sarasa, I think this could be a really cool Desert Nitro track in the game. Because it's actually based off of something, and it's not just another desert track. I mean, you can also add a train to a desert track, it'd be interesting, but that's not the same. Why not? Let's also get a Super Mario Sunshine track. Now, I think having all these type of tracks related to different games will really show people more of Mario's history, and maybe convince them to buy Super Mario 3D All-Stars or some other way to play Mario Sunshine Galaxy and Super Mario Land. Though the more of the reason I'm predicting Delfino Plaza, the Comet Observatory, and Sarasa Land is because I'm running out of ideas. But besides the point, I think all these tracks would work really well. I think my final 3 tracks are the most accurate it could possibly happen in Mario Kart 9. So let's get the show on the road. In Mario Party Jamboree, there was this really fun minigame where you unlock Waluigi as an assist buddy by being this really fun minigame where you're in this arcade playing pinball against 4 people. It was really exciting and really entertaining in my opinion. And I think we should get more arcade tracks like this in Mario Kart 9. Or more representation of Waluigi Pinball. So I think Waluigi Super Arcade should be a new track. That would be really fun, and just a sequel to Waluigi Pinball. In one lap you'd be in a pinball machine, one lap you'd be in an arcade game, and I think this could be a really fun idea to go through different arcade games in every lap. This would be an amazing idea, and I would love to see it in Mario Kart 9. Please give us a better version of Waluigi Pinball. Maybe one lap is Waluigi Pinball. Maybe one lap is a different arcade game. Maybe one lap you're literally in Mario Brothers Versus, an arcade game that's literally Super Mario Brothers. There's a lot of potential, and it definitely could happen. And this is personally one of my favorite ideas for Mario Kart 9 because it's actually kind of likely. Bowser's Castle is going to be a course that's going to be the second last track of the game. It's always been like this for Mario Kart games, and there's no exception for this one. The gimmick of this track, I have no clue. It's just going to be a fun, creative Bowser's Castle that's going to use all the gimmicks from Mario Kart 9. The transformation from the orange blocks, absolute maximum size for 300cc and 24 racers. There's all kinds of stuff you can do for this track. One thing's guaranteed, and that's gonna be there's gonna be a real life statue Bowser just gonna crush the platforms as the course goes on. It's been like this since Double Dash. The same can be said for Rainbow Road, how it's gonna basically be the last track of the game. Just like how Bowser's Castle is going to be a second last track of the game. Now, it's going to be like this for both the retro tracks and the main tracks. Rainbow Road, Bowser's Castle being the last 2 tracks makes sense. So, here we go. Rainbow Road, what's the mechanic going to be for this one? I don't know. They're probably going to use the transformation thing to transport you to different planets throughout the course, which would actually be really cool. You start on the road, and the second lap you're on the moon, and then the 3rd lap you can be on Mars, 4th lap you can be on Jupiter, and it can just go on and on. I think this would be a really cool idea, and I definitely think it'd be a more expanded version of 3DS Rainbow Road. 3DS Rainbow Road is one of the best Rainbow Roads. Not the best, but one of the best. And I think this could be the best Rainbow Road if it does it right. Because you can go through different planets, maybe even the sun in one lap. But this would be such a cool track. Please, Nintendo. This would be such a cool thing to do for Mario Kart 9. I mean, there's probably going to be something. That's everything I predicted for Mario Kart 9's Nitro tracks. Now, we're not done yet, because I'm doing Nitro Battle tracks next, but let's go on and do it in the next video. I'll see you there. Goodbye.